So now I'm going to show you ring slings. This is our second category, ring slings. This is one of our most popular options for newborns. And ring slings come in either a stretchy fabric, which is what I'm showing you here, or ring slings come in the same kind of woven fabrics that woven wraps come in. I'm going to attempt to put this on so you get the full demonstration. So if you've got ring sling questions, fire through your ring sling questions now and I will attempt to answer them. So this is the JPMBB. It's called a little wrap without a knot. They do come from Paris, so they do have very cute names. It's my favourite ring sling to use with newborns because it's easy to learn and it's very beautiful, soft, stretchy fabric. And it's also, for a lot of people, they see the boba wrap or another stretchy wrap and it's 5 meters long and it's kind of overwhelming. This is just really small and compact, so it's good for carrying around in your bag for quick carries. You know, if you're taking other children to school or to a play centre or whatever and you need a quick pop in and you know, tie it quickly, this stretchy ring sling is a great option. And also we often hear from customers, oh my goodness, what will I do? The wrap will dangle in the puddle in the car park kind of thing. So this gives you the feel of a stretchy wrap, but it's small and quick. Just a note with the babies that these are like fake babies and their knees and their hips don't bend quite the same as a real baby. So with the ring sling, they work in the same way that a hammock does. So you need to have the two edges of the hammock higher, and where the bum goes is the low point. So you can see here the bum, this is where you can see the hips don't work properly with this fake baby. The baby's bum goes over the edge of the sling and you tighten it by the outside here. So once you've mastered how to thread a ring sling, they're very, very quick to use, like this. Fake.
His leg is a bit funny.
Yeah, they don't kind of they don't fold quite the same way. But you can see you can get the bum nice and low, the knees up nice and high. It's a very natural kind of position that you would be carrying in your arms, but you can just whip it on and then you can be hands-free. So our test of did the baby move? Stretchy wrap is good. Remember, if you're bending, support your baby. And then if we just do a quick check for airways, you can see that baby's nice and high. There's no fabric over the baby's face. So very safe and very quick to use. The one particularly is really comfy because it stretches across your back and it stretches really nicely over your shoulder, whereas some of the other ones that are woven fabric, there's no stretch here, so it pretty much means you can't, unless you wear it higher up, you can't really use this arm.
We do have one question. What weight range?
I think this one comes up to 15 kilos now, 14 kilos. So the stretchy ones newborn to 14 kilos. Some of the other ones, like this is a beautiful one from Sakura Bloom, which is one of our most popular brands. These are handmade in San Diego in the Sakura Bloom workshop. This one is from their Theory range, and it feels kind of like cashmere. It's not, but they're incredibly soft and beautiful, and they make lovely linen slings. So I think these have more like a 15-16 kilo limit, but it really, the rings are weight tested to 1,000 kilos. Yeah, they're just solid metal that's been tested. And then it really just comes down to whether the fabric's comfy for you and regularly just checking that stitching is firm. So a lot of people use a ring sling right up through toddlerhood and even beyond.
Okay, so that answers one of our questions about the age of the baby. Suddenly they're all flying in questions. Okay, can you feed in a ring sling is the first question.
Yeah, you can feed in a ring sling. You just loosen it off and lower baby down to boob height. Produce your boob, feed, and then just take the weight back on your arm and then tighten it back up. So with any of our carriers, you'll notice I'm using them, even with a newborn, we're using them in the upright position which is the best for airflow. So we don't show babies in slings any longer. Like when I had my kids, I think I first started using a ring with my now 11-year-old. They actually came, you wore them in this position, which can, you'd feed them in this position, you'd carry them around, but that could very easily cut off their airways if their chin ends up on their chest. So we never would now suggest that you do that, apart from maybe a quick feed and then straight back upright. But babies are quite happy in slings. Any of our carriers you can feed just by loosening them off and dropping baby lower.
Got another question saying that they worry about baby's head being supported in a ring sling. Should I be concerned, or are they still supported?
They're very well supported. You're aiming with, I shouldn't have taken it off. With any of the carriers, you're aiming for your baby to be supported to kind of the bottom of their ears. It's called the nape of the neck, so this kind of piece across the back of their neck. So if your baby's supported to there, their head should not be flopping around. And also if you've got the baby in the kind of optimum position, they actually have got a gentle curve in their spine and their head is up against you. So they shouldn't be in this kind of real upright dangling around position. They should be in this, knees are up, bum is down, head is on the firm part of your chest kind of position. So when they're tired or if they fall asleep, they're falling asleep on the firm part of your chest. And yeah, you might just need to experiment with how high up the carrier goes so that you feel your baby's head is supported but the airways are still. Most people will wear a ring sling on one shoulder, like no matter how many times I've tried, I actually just can't. I can't even get myself to tie it up on the other, to thread it on the other shoulder. So you'll naturally, most people will wear their sling on the opposite hand to the hand they write with. So I can still do anything with my right hand and the sling is on this shoulder. So I think it's, experienced ring sling users might have a different opinion. I'm not that experienced with them. But most people would carry on one shoulder. You can still have really good posture, particularly with a little baby when it doesn't weigh much, but that's like building up your core and your carrying muscles over time and really being conscious of not like going like this with your baby in your sling, because guess what, this will wreck your back really quick. So you need to like suck it in, use those core muscles and really be conscious of having both feet evenly on the ground. And ring slings, you need to kind of weigh up if that's the best option for you for long carries. I think ring slings have a great place for quick carries, in and out of places. Little babies, they're fine for hours, but if you're doing like long walks or 2-hour hikes or whatever, I probably wouldn't choose a ring sling for that, because that is going to put a lot of weight, particularly as your child gets bigger, a lot of weight on one shoulder.